So first, I want to acknowledge we are on the ancestral and unceded territories of the Coast Salish people, the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh. And I want to begin by saying thank you for being here tonight. This has been really important. The people of the city and those in this room had a different kind of dream about what the city would be. And really, if I was to think about it, I'd say innovation, livability, hope. And while we didn't win, I feel like something happened that was different in this election. Offered really concrete solutions to the different needs. We had items. Yeah, we actually had actionable items for families, young people, seniors, people really struggling with affordability and climate change. We actually had a platform on climate change, which is really challenging our very existence. God, I'm so glad to see the Green Party did so well tonight. David, congratulations. But what's important is that we spent a lot of time in this campaign listening. We sought insights from so many different people. So many people that also feel isolated and silenced and alone in the city. So I have a message for those that don't feel welcome in Vancouver, who don't feel like this is a place that they can build a future on. I'm asking you to stay. Vancouver is your home and you belong here, and our city and its new leadership need you. So I want to take a moment and I want to acknowledge all the people that stepped forward and showed courage to run for public office. I have so much respect for each and every person that ran for mayor, for councillor, for school board and parks board. I do want to particularly acknowledge Kennedy Stewart, Ken Sim, Hector Bremner, Wei Young, David Chen, and Fred Harding, because I shared stages over and over and over with them. I could finish their sentences. It's been a marathon, and it's been an absolute privilege to have met those people and to hear their ideas and their passion for the city. I want to acknowledge that and really congratulate those city councillors, park board, and school board representatives who've been elected this evening. Clearly, citizens projected their very diverse opinions about the future of our city. I want to wish them all great success. Now I want to take a moment to acknowledge our new mayor, Kennedy Stewart. I want Kennedy to know he has my full support in leading the city I love. Kennedy, you're assuming the role at such an unprecedented and challenging time, and you'll need the support of all of us in this room to move this city forward. You have our support. True democracy is about deep listening to those we agree with, and more importantly, to those we don't. I know that there are people in this room and in the broader 24,000 people that came out to vote for this vision, my vision and our vision, that we will be there to hold government to account. That found a home here. People that didn't necessarily go to the right or the left, but they found a home here. And my hope is that that home gets embraced in the new council. Now I know that there are many in the city who want more women to assume leadership roles, and tonight but it's coming. The cracks are really showing, and I know around this room there are women who are going to break through it. Now is the time I get to express gratitude, and we are a group of dreamers, innovators, doers, and thinkers. And I feel like I'm part of a city that has created some of the finest artists, scholars, activists, business leaders in the world. And I think this city is going places. If we can deal with the challenges that we have, if we can go deep into what we bring to this city, we can face those challenges, and I'm excited about that. But I want to take a moment to express some gratitude. There are some people here, hundreds of people who've been involved, but I want to take a moment and actually acknowledge some of the people behind me, who are my family and some of what I consider my extended family, some of my closest friends. I want to begin by thanking my life partner, Steve Worth. Steve never faltered. He just kept saying, keep that canoe upright in the center and you will be fine. Row it. I'm going to pull you out here. Thank you for stepping up over and over again, even though you were juggling full-time work and school. Neil. Ross, you should be up here too. Neil Allison came all the way from Colorado to lend her support. She was supposed to stay for just a couple of days and took the week off to help us out. Now, I want to say a special thank you to my father. Dad. My dad stood by me through this entire campaign, never faltering, supporting me, organizing his seniors' home. Dad, I love you dearly, and it has meant the world to me that you've been by my side. And you know, I know Mom's here because I kind of feel her in every corner of this room, so thank you. And how many of you have sisters? How many of you have sisters? Yeah. I have my best friend, who is also my sister, Delise. She's my greatest cheerleader, and she's also my greatest advisor. And God, there's so many times, and she had to get on the phone with me. Thank you for being here. The other folks, you know, you have that circle of friends: Marcia and Harvey, Louise and Barry, Ava and Julie, Nadine and David, Jacqueline and Rob. This is my rock of support. These are my close friends. And Dave and Al and all the family out in Ontario, and my brother John and Lex and Nelson and all the I have a big extended anyway, I want to thank them all for their support and advice. Now, I never planned on getting into politics, and they know that, so they know what this whole process has been like. There are other people in this room. Actually, I could tell a story of almost every one of you, but I want to thank the core team, my campaign managers, Robin and Jude. God, you know, we weren't even considered on the radar screen 3 weeks ago. And I don't know where the polls are stopping. Our fundraising director, our field director, we want to give a thank you, our candidate coordinator, the incredible, the amazing Maya Selkirk, to the man who got me into this, Mark Bussey, it's all your fault. To our creative director, God, you make me look good on video, and all of us. The man right there. there, Trevor Jansen, Miguel Rosso, Eugene Kyle, Todd Humpton, Leah Bai, Amar Singh, Elodie Jacquet, Aidan Bancroft, Heather Stutenberg, Paul LeBlanc. Oh, I could keep going. Ted, Craig, Elaine Perry, Leonard Shine, Charles Montgomery, Janetto, Jim Boothroyd, Trish Webb, Keen Grunbig. I'm just beginning to touch the surface. Now, there are so many other volunteers, key endorsers, generous donors, who I wish I could name. You've been the backbone of this campaign. You stepped up and you helped shape it. You gave your time, your advice, your energy, your money, your service to help make tonight possible. The reality is, if I tried to name all of you, I'd be here all night, we'd be here all night, and we gotta start dancing soon. But I want you to know I am so humbled by your support. Now, let's make it clear. We're not off the hook. Our work has really just begun. I stepped into this race because I was so scared about what was happening to our democracy. We need each of us that care passionately about this to step in, to bring our ideas, our passion, and to support that new city council. We can't let the polarization continue. The costs are too great. So if we want to protect the city we love and create the future we need to make democracy working every day of our lives. Here's what I feel really, really proud of. We ran this campaign on values. We ran a campaign that followed not only the letter of the law, but the spirit of the law. Believe me, my first conversations could have led me to $150,000, the first two. They led to $2,400, $1,200 from each. We ran a campaign that modeled the kind of leadership we want to see in our city. And we put forward real solutions to make our city better. We brought people from all backgrounds together. There's a series of thank yous there in the various languages of the volunteers that worked on this campaign. I think we kind of broke the mold to get here. So tonight, on October 20th, I want to celebrate. I want to celebrate each other, our commitment to democracy and our hope for our future. I have felt so proud. There was nothing that could have happened tonight that would have taken away that sense of pride, that sense of community, and that sense of a positive future that we could have in the city. So as I've said from day one, I don't want to do this if I can't dance.